Mills was recently sentenced to 5 years in prison and has several convictions on his record. Yet he was still housed in a minimum security facility and considered a low-risk inmate. What kind of security is at the Kauai facility, and what factors determine if an inmate is low risk? Manolo Morales is digging deeper. Manolo?
Joe, we've learned that Mills was about to be transferred to Halawa Prison to serve that time, and I spoke with a state lawmaker who tells me, considering his criminal history, Mills should have been locked up in a more secure facility.
There are actually 2 levels of security at the Kauai Community Correctional Center, according to the Department of Public Safety. The inner facility is stricter with more supervision and usually houses pretrial detainees. So all the inmates there are in locked cells. The outer facility has no fencing and is for lower risk inmates who live in portables, almost like a dormitory setting. DPS tells me Mills was in the outer facility because he was considered low risk, a minimum custody inmate.
It would seem that you would want someone who is a career criminal to be kept in a much more secured area, especially when you've already determined that you're going to move him to Halawa.
We looked up his criminal record and found 14 convictions, which include forging a credit card, theft, and abuse of a household member.
If he was in that minimum security area, was that the right call? Because it obviously appears like it was not the right place to be.
Mills's criminal record goes back more than 20 years. Given that, we're pressing the Department of Public Safety to explain why he was considered a low-risk inmate. We tried to get a state official to talk to us on camera. Hi, Tony. This is Manolo Morales from KHON2 News. But a spokeswoman turned down our request. She did tell me over the phone that DPS uses a national scoring system to determine the level of risk for all inmates. It does consider their criminal record, their behavior, and several other factors. I also spoke with a Kauai representative who told me that the facility has a good track record of rehabilitating inmates into society.
Obviously, something fell through the cracks here. I don't know what, but, we just need to figure out what happened and make sure it doesn't happen again.
He adds that like other prisons, KCCC is also overcrowded. It's supposed to hold 129 inmates, and there are 198.
That cannot be something that's very safe or secure.
The Department of Public Safety tells us there have been 15 escapes at Kauai Community Correctional Center since 1980, and that includes Walter Mills. The last one before that was in 2011. Manolo Morales, KHON2 News.